Hello and welcome to TradeFlow Television,
bringing you valuable analysis and actionable intelligence
through the global commodity markets.
These are some of the key topics that we will be looking into in today's program.
First, let's take a look at the overnight headlines which are impacting the commodity markets. The Russian government has formally approved a proposal to impose a higher export tax on wheat from March 1st, it said on Tuesday, in another push to curb a rise in domestic food prices triggered by the COVID-19 crisis. Russia is one of the world's largest wheat exporters. Global wheat prices jumped after the proposal to raise the tax was first announced by Russian officials earlier in January on expectations that it could make buyers prefer wheat from other countries. The government approved a €50, $61 per ton wheat export tax starting from March 1 to June 30 compared to the €25 per ton tax set for February 15 to March 1.
The deadly coronavirus has taken a heavy toll on the world's copper mines. Output in key producer countries such as Peru cratered over the second quarter of 2020 as lockdowns and quarantine measures caused many mines drastically to reduce operations. Recovery has been patchy. Peruvian mines had just about returned to normal run rates by October, but output in Chile, the world's largest copper producer, started sliding in the third quarter after a robust first half of the year.
Moving on to the top news in the energy sector.
Chinese oil majors will struggle to extend fast growth in shale gas production beyond 2025, as complex geology and failure to draw in more investors make it expensive to develop the unconventional resource. That would be a blow to China's efforts to cut its reliance on gas imports, presently 42% of total consumption. It would also mean Beijing will have to step up development of other costly gas resources in its remote northwest to meet demand, as the country steers away from coal to achieve climate goals. The world's top energy consumer started producing shale gas in southwest Sichuan in 2012, inspired by a U.S. shale push, and has doubled output in the past 2 years to 20 billion cubic meters, or about a tenth of its 2020 natural gas output.
India's crude oil imports rose to their highest level in over 2 years in December as easing of most of the coronavirus-led restrictions led to improved economic activity and higher fuel demand. Crude oil imports rose to 20.49 million tons last month, their highest since October 2018, data from the Petroleum Planning and Analysis Cell of the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas showed on Monday. Compared with the corresponding period last year, imports were up 9.5%, their first annual increase in 9 months.
Next, we have the top news in metal markets.
China's net gold imports via Hong Kong in December jumped nearly 71% from the previous month, Hong Kong's Census and Statistics Department data showed on Tuesday. Net gold imports via Hong Kong to China, the world's top consumer of the metal, stood at 5.609 tons in December, compared with 3.283 tons in November, the data showed. Total gold imports via Hong Kong rose to 11.238 tons from 8.837 tons in November.
Stainless steel futures on the Shanghai Futures Exchange jumped as much as 3% on Tuesday, gaining for a second straight session, fueled by rising raw material prices and expectations of strong demand after the Chinese New Year holidays next month. Recent Chinese nickel pig iron output continued to fall, nickel pig iron prices steadily rose. Stainless steel costs will remain at high levels, an analyst with Huatai Futures wrote in a note, adding that the market is optimistic about consumption after the holidays. Construction materials steel rebar and hot-rolled coil, used in the manufacturing sector, also gained. We will now look at the top news in the agricultural sector. Ukrainian soft milling wheat export prices decreased by $3 to $4 a ton on Monday following the global downward trend, analyst APK Inform said on Tuesday. Ukrainian origin 12.5% soft wheat asking prices were at $287 to $299 per ton late on Monday compared with $290 to $303 on Friday, the consultancy said in a report. It also said improved weather could be an additional positive factor which moves prices down. Ukrainian wheat export prices exceeded $300 per ton last week.
That is all for today's news on the commodity market. Stay tuned to TradeFlow TV as we continue to provide you with more updates. You can also follow us on Twitter at TradeFlow TV1, which allows you to watch our program on your mobile device or desktop.